For the latest, visit ewn.co.za or download the EWN app.
Good morning, Cape Town.
Join the conversation
With Lester Kiewiets.
7 minutes past 7 o'clock. Good morning, Cape Town. Coming up in this hour, it's the Worldview with Adam Gilchrist at 7:45 and 7:20. I'll speak to Eyewitness News reporter Carlo Peterson. It's week 2 of the Kelly Smith and others court case in Saldanha. Kelly Smith, of course, the mother of missing Jocelyn Smith. We'll wrap up week 1 and see what to look forward to, what could be brought up in week 2 of that trial. But lines are open, 021-446-0567. You can drop me a WhatsApp, 0725671567.
Everything you need to start your day.
We all have a voice.
Use yours.
Call 021-446-0567
Join the conversation
on K Talk.
8 minutes past 7 o'clock. I visited my parents at the weekend, driving to Grassy Park, and on a Saturday afternoon, a shooting of a gang leader in the area. Traffic cordoned off, lots and lots of police. It is simply just another day in the city of Cape Town over the weekend. Violence, gangs and guns making presence felt, but the residents of Elsies River and surrounds say they are living in a war zone, with murders being a daily occurrence. They've branded the situation as catastrophic. They even say that ongoing gang violence is meaning basic services like bread delivery. And a bread delivery truck is being disrupted due to violence. It's having a severe consequence on the community's well-being and livelihood. Imran Mukadam, Elsies River Safety Initiative. I can't say that we're seeing an upsurge in gang violence, because gang violence never seems to go away, Imran. So, but what are we seeing at the moment around the city, whether it be in Elsies River, Ravensby, whether it be in Grassy Park, Lentegeur, Beacon Valley? Every day reports come to my phone of shots being fired and people being killed, innocents being killed or injured. Imran?
Good morning, Lester. I think the difference is that it's open brazenness and the level of that it's done in broad daylight in a way that we've not seen before, to the extent that it's happening now. Talking about bread deliveries, I run a bread distribution business. One of my trucks was parked in 12th Avenue on Thursday, and we counted 8 bullet holes in the bread truck. A lot of bread damaged as well. Fortunately, my driver and van assistant had to take cover inside the shop. We've had to suspend deliveries to that area now. So this is the impact that it's having, because of the levels of especially gun violence and the type of ammunition that is being used, the proliferation of firearms. It's just unprecedented. It's like, open warfare, 5, 6, 7 firearms involved in one shooting incident. And we cannot really, in our statement we say that, we cannot really blame the police and law enforcement for not going into these active shooting zones, because they're not properly equipped. Their vehicles are made of glass and very thin steel. They don't have the right equipment to go into active shooting zones. And so what we're having now is reactive policing, where police hear about active shootings and wait for it to calm down before they come into the area. Yeah. And we've seen a lot of that in the past couple of weeks in Elsies River.
You've again called for a presidential order to deploy the SANDF to areas around Cape Town. After the president deployed the SANDF, I think it was in 2019, did that have any impact on the level of gangs and guns in our communities? Did it have any impact on the root cause of gangs and organized crime in this city at all?
It had a significant impact in that it was a force multiplier. It allowed the police to focus on policing and to actually be able to cordon off areas, so the presence of the army, it does send a strong message to these gangs as well, that the state is taking this seriously, as well as the fact that, some of these armored vehicles that the army use is better equipped to go into active shooting areas than what a police van, because you cannot expect a metro police officer or police officer to drive their little bakkie into a active shooting situation where they are being shot at with AK-47s and Uzis.
I'm seeing more reports. I'm seeing more social media of self-styled anti-crime groups, Pagat G-Force, seemingly having an increased presence on the Cape Flats. That is also a concern. The extrajudicial targeting of drug dealers and of gang houses, while the community celebrates that, I don't think that we should be using that as an example of getting to the root cause of gang and gun violence, Imran.
Most definitely not. We live in a democratic state. Where we have a constitution guarantees our safety. There is no need for citizens to get involved in violence in order to, for justice to be served. So we saw at the funeral in Ravensmead about 3 weeks ago, where the community actually uh, killed the perpetrator that shot the father of a previous shooting incident at the funeral service. So there is frustration within the community, and there's enough goodwill. I believe there is enough goodwill in communities to want to get involved and want to make a difference. But we're not seeing enough support for organizations such as community police forums, neighborhood watches. We had a walking bus group that was funded by the city, where the funding was withdrawn. Um, Mako member J.P. Smith said last week on a radio interview that those old ladies could do nothing, but we believe that the auntie with a bib in many of these areas are much more effective than a policeman with a uniform, because it is our local people that are able to, if they are on the ground, there are extra eyes and ears for the police. But we need to incentivize these volunteers that are willing to help bring an end to or at least help make a difference.
Look at Elsies River Safety Initiative. Violence is normalized in the city for the majority of the residents of the city of Cape Town. The minority of the city is shielded in our suburbs that we live. But the majority of the city, whether it's in Nyanga, Nova Park, Steenberg, Lavender Hill, Beacon Valley, or Elsies River, experience the worst of the city.